So tonight it's just going to be no same thing, just to tidy up, just getting the hair even, making it look like it's not so much professionally done because it feels professional the work that I've done on Obi for the amount of time that I've done on Obi. I haven't been doing any shopping, but for the meal tomorrow is going to be consistent with a really healthy diet, which not only can your dog eat, but you can eat as well. If you're non-vegetarian, that is. But if you're vegetarian, all you do is for the one that I want to make for Obi tomorrow is meatballs. So you could, if you're vegetarian or vegan, you replace the mince with corn mince or some sort of proto veg. I've just rewinded my Facebook here so that I can see if anybody's in chat. Oh, that's not the live chat. My computer can be really funny at times. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is I've took Obi's collar off. And tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these bands out and I'm going to put them in again. And what I'll do the next time is, somebody said to me in a private IM, why don't you put it up from the middle? Like make one sort of like big thing. So what I'll do is I'll try that tonight. But let's get these softened first. Like I said, you can use a comb to get them off. Or if they're really tough, just cut them off, because that's the good thing about these little bands is that they can break and you don't need to worry about it because they're from loom bands, and loom bands are very 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 inexpensive. You can get like 300 for about 99 pence, and I've got tons of them there. If anybody wants some, just let me know. As long as you pay for the postage, I'm quite happy to send you a packet of 300. So I'm going to start off with just getting this comb right through. It's been a busy day on the beach. The beach has been absolutely beautiful. There's been not as many people as I would expect, like you would find in Brighton, but in Woodendene the beach is a lot more quieter than the city. But it's just as beautiful. Now I can tell that he's going to need a little bit of work on his neck. Because I haven't done it for a couple of days, what happens is that the mats just pile up. This is the drawback of having a wavy haired Tibetan Terrier, I think, is the fact that the hair will mat so easily. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you shake it off, baby boy. I've also been having a bit of a problem with Una today because Una, I think, is in heat and absolutely pesters the hell out of Obi. And poor Obi, what he does is he tries to go up high because Una being so small she can't reach the heights that he does. So he's keeping to the high ground, which is quite funny. A bit tight here. I know, darling. Let me get the slipper brush in there. I mean, I don't want to use any more cornflour on his face because I used it yesterday, so I want to give him a rest from the cornflour. But also because the other night there as well we got a bit wet, and instead of drying them on the table that I normally do, I just let them dry naturally, and that in itself causes mats. So I'm using the wide slicker brush, but like I says, I'd never put any pressure on this. I let the brush use the pressure itself that it needs. There's somebody in there. Hello Nicole, how are you? I'm loving the pictures and the videos of Maud. I like the current pictures you've got up at the moment, Nicole, where where Paul's holding Maud, and she looks huge in his arms. I thought, I wonder if Paul's only like 4'2" or something like that. She just looks really huge, which is a good thing. I remember when Obi was a puppy, he looked huge as well. But I wonder if it's to do with all that puppy fat. Yeah? All the puppy stuff. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Right. The place where I need to work on the men is really over on the right hand side here, because it juts out about 6 inches from the rest of it, so it stops it from making it look symmetrical. I mean, if you're into symmetrics, which I am, where did I put your? Alright, I went to use scissors maybe. Yeah, so I haven't got his scissors yet, but it's just been such a busy day, and I wanted to get the garden. There we go. I wanted to get the garden fixed because the gardeners are starting to come round again, and I want to make sure that I don't give them anything to moan about, because you know what happened with the problems last year that I had. So it's isolating. What I'm doing is I'm isolating the long mane here, and I'm just cutting it back just a tiny little bit each time. Picking it up, lifting it up, then cutting it. And that way you keep an even line, especially along the mane, the crown as they call it. The crown along the back, it goes down the front of the legs, that's called the crown. And here obviously, which needs to be a little bit shortened, but that's for another day. That's for a day probably on the frame. But at the moment I'm working on just the back of the mane so that it's even. There we go. But it's able to get the hair up so that it stands off of the skin. Good bit of combing helps here as well. Even better when you can get the actual comb through. I always find these cut better the further up the blade that you go. But I know with the hairdresser scissors, they should be able to cut from any angle. And that's the drawback, I think, of a lot of the grooming products in the market these days, is they don't cover that because they've all got these little horrible bezels on them, which there's absolutely no need for. I mean, I know you can use them against the scissors, but that's beside the point. So it's finding the area you want, picking it up, cutting it, and combing it back, just so you make sure you've got the right angle and the right amount of hair. I hope everybody's having. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a really good weekend. Hello, Andrea. How are you? So the video I took the other night there of the thunderstorm has actually had about 30 views already. And the thing is, the video's like 11 hours long. What I'm going to have to do, maybe at the weekend, I'm going to go through it and I'm going to clip it. Because we had such a really spectacular thunderstorm. Well, not so much the thunder, lightning storm, I would say. So, as I said, I'm working on the mane, I'm making it symmetrical so that it's even all the way through. And the secret is, oops, when you can hold on to the brush, of course. The secret is being able to pick the hair up, comb it to the area you want it cut off, and just do it a little bit at a time. Like I says, there's no rush, there's no competition here. It's about getting the best cut you can get. And also by cutting it, shaping it, it'll actually make the mane stand out even more. Now for the dog's dinner for tomorrow is going to be meatballs. So I'll be using about £3 of mince. Like I says, if you're vegetarian or vegan, you can replace it with corn. Corn. And corn is really nice, but the secret with corn is once you baste it and stuff, leave it overnight in the fridge so that it takes up the juices of the herbs and stuff that you use. Now let me tell you what stuff that I want to put into it. Nah, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get the page up here. I wish it would stop doing that. That's not what I was looking for. Sorry about this. I'll get the page up again. Oh no, that's not what I was looking for either. Ah, here we go. So tomorrow's going to be mince. And I'll tell you the other ingredients you're going to need. Here we go. This is it. That's not it. Why does this happen? I had it up just about 2 minutes ago and now it's disappeared. That's annoying. I don't want beef and vegetable casserole. And I don't want your friggin' adverts as well. Right, where is it? If I can't get it in a couple of seconds, what I'll do is I'll just tell you from memory. Ah, here we go, I've got it. Right, it's meatballs. And what you're going to need for it is, depending upon how many dogs you have, I've only got 2, but I don't give you the food that Obi gets. Yuri gets a specially formulated food from Royal Canine. I don't think a tummy could take this type of food. Right, what you're going to need is, I'm going to use £3 of mince, yeah? 1 slice of bread, cubed, preferably toasted. Half a cup of bran, oat bran. Oat bran's very good for the circulation. It's also very good to replacing the oils and stuff. A little bit of salt, tiny bit of salt. A little bit of flour. A carrot, chopped and diced. A little bit of flour. An egg, boiled egg. Or, I mean, you don't need to boil it. You could actually just mix it in. And what you do is you bring all this stuff together and mint. Mint's very good for the breath. A tiny little bit of garlic. Garlic's very good for fighting off infection, fleas and ticks. Gives your dog a little bit of garlic and its natural response to bites and stuff like that will be non-existent because, as you know, fleas and all those things hate strong smelling herbs like garlic, like lavender. But with a dog taking in the garlic, it's going to go through, and that means that it's not going to be a tasty meal for a flea when it wants to dig its little chops in. So that's good. So a little bit of garlic, just for one clove, I would say no more than half for £3 a mince. And then what you do is you just get all this together, mix it, and then you make the little balls and stuff. I would use also maybe 2 or 3 spoonfuls of garlic, no, 2 or 3 spoonfuls of olive oil, then mix it all in a base and then make the little balls. Preheat the oven to 180 or 160 if you're on a fan assisted oven, and leave them for about 20 minutes. Go back and check them. When they're golden brown, you know they're ready. But tomorrow, what I'll do is I will do the show and I'll actually make it for you, so you can see what I'm doing. But if you want to sort of like join in, make a meal for you and your dog, yeah, sort of like night and you, me, the dog, and a nice meal. And I know your dog will love you for it. I will write up the I will write up the recipe tomorrow for anybody who wants to follow along. I'm just still working on his mane here. I think I've done quite a good bit of it because it was so uneven before, but what I'm doing is I'm just working it back a little bit at a time, not overdoing it. It's good that you can comb the hair as well, because what it does is it gets all the cut hair out, especially when it comes to like the bedtime. He's not actually got hair all over the bed, which has happened before. But I don't use the scissors on the bed anymore. Can you stand up a second, darling? Let's have a look. Yeah, I can see you. That's it. A little bit at a time. Never overdo it. Little mistakes can be corrected. I'm going to have to do the front of the chest at some point because it's too long. But I think that's probably for a Saturday or well, not tomorrow. If I do the cookery tomorrow, I'll do it on Sunday then. So tomorrow we can have a day off and not be groomed at all. Just let his hair go mad for the night. It's been very, very hot. I've been so active all day with Adobe. We ended up sitting on the front garden for a couple of hours just till the sun went down because it is the solstice. I do like to celebrate the solstice. But one of the nicest things about home grooming is the fact that you can get a comb through. Right, let's see if we can get his hair up in one place. Let me just have a quick drink first, Dobie. That's my boy. Well, let me show a video. On YouTube, I've got one of my first videos where I actually do Obi on the table, where I actually made the actual frame itself. I think I'll ever put him up in it once or twice. I just felt so unsafe at times, and then I realised that actually the frame that I made was actually bigger than this, but it just didn't feel like it because it was homemade. You know you're winning when you can get a comb through. But on his chops, it's a completely different thing. He's not so keen on his chops being combed. still. What that is. It's just a case of just being as gentle as you can. Okay. Yeah. You love your kisses, don't you, mister? And being such a busy day, tonight's going to be an early night for us both. I usually listen to KBS, but KBS is, for some reason, can't get it on the mobile. Come on, back a bit, back a bit, back a bit, that's it. No, that's not the channel. Okay. No, I can't even find my channel. Oh, God. It's one of those days, isn't it, Opie? Maybe it's to do with the solstice, eh? Solstice is a bit mad. Oh, I'll pop by tomorrow, Nicola. It's a good idea. I was meaning to get you. I've got my insulin now, so I'll bring it over tomorrow. And I'll collect the keys and bring out Una over to see you. Una's in heat, by the way. She was an absolute little monster on the beach today. She just wanted to fight with everything. Yeah, that's it. Right, let's put this here up in the middle. Actually, I'll need that, won't I? Where's the... Oh, here they are. I don't know what comes the best, this one or this one. Right, let's go for the middle pattern here. Right, so what we do is we'll get the middle pattern, yeah? That's it. I mean, I can't see how you can do it. Yeah, I mean, unless you do it from the front. Obi, you're being a twit. Up, up. You've got to behave like that. See, the thing is, he's trying to exert his authority on me by not allowing me to do the job that I want to, and that just doesn't work. So, mister, you go on the frame whether you like it or not. Right. So, I mean, I know putting up bunches from the middle here, I can understand that. But I think doing it from just a front one seems really difficult. But let's give it a try. I mean, I've isolated the middle part as best I can. But I suppose it's like anything, it's experience. Yeah, thunderstorms are my favourite weather as well, Nicole. The one that I took, I was just like, I was laying in bed as it was. Oh, that's broken as well. I think because some of these bands are not being covered up, they break really easily. But the ones in the packets are okay. Tidy up, good. So we've got one little band tonight to put his hair up on. It's like a little unicorn, isn't he? See, that wasn't so difficult, was it? Eh? Let's have a look. Yeah, it definitely keeps the hair out of his eyes. Just make him look like a bit of a unicorn though. Eh? You're a little unicorn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has the nicest kisses, you know. Also, with the meal tomorrow, adding a little bit of mint will actually help with teeth care, because what it does is it deals with the bad breath but also deals with the plaque. And like I says with that, about we say, like, if you've got, I'm going to start brushing Obi's teeth, but the thing that they sit, the thing they say is to get the dogs used to you rubbing their mouth and their teeth and inside. So they get used to it. So when you add the brush, because I notice that Obi does need a little bit of dental care in the sense, well, we both do, but he more important than me, is that tomorrow I'll get him a toothbrush, so probably by Sunday I'll start brushing his teeth and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing with it, so you can get to see yourself. But also, I mean, if you find your dog's breath smells when they're giving you kisses and stuff, when you put the meal out, just sprinkle a little bit of either mint or parsley on the meal, and that will help with the bad breath. And I haven't tried parsley on Obi, but I'm going to try it tomorrow because I'm going to take a trip to, since I've done the guy, I'm going to take a trip to B&Q and get a couple of lavender plants, and when I'm there I'll get stuff for Obi as well, because they've usually got I think there's a pet store actually at the industrial street where B&Q is. So it's all just part of being like good husbandry, as it's called, with your dog. And I feel more fulfilled for actually doing Obi myself. And also the coat Obi's got feels nice because he gets compliments from people. People saying the beach saying, "Oh, he's so pretty. He looks like a little bouncing line." What? What is it? Do you want a kiss? No? Oh. Oh. Um. What is it? Where's your treat? Oh, there we are. Come on then, I'll give you a treat. Here, Una. There we go. Here we go. There we go. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. Also, another thing is when they're sitting munching the faces, that's another time you can get in and get a little bit of work done. But he's actually really good at the moment. His hair's really fine. I'm a good thing with backcombing, because backcombing is actually going to show you inconsistencies in the coat. It's going to show you where the hair turns and where it's really long, and you can actually make a little cut into it. So yeah, I've actually kept it, the actual line quite neat. So when you comb it back, the mane stands up. That's because the hair's been layered that it stands up. You're always going to get little bit of clumps coming out, but that's okay, because that's probably just it you've missed. Oh, sorry, darling. What? You really are pushing it. It can get quite money faced, but it's just, it's the old thing of getting the dog used to the table, so it knows that, like, that what's got to be done. And the thing is, because he's got so much hair, you can only do a little bit at a time. Especially if you want to keep the shape and you want to keep the long hair, you have to put in the hours for it. And it's not always pleasant for the dog, but what you do is you only do a little bit at a time. See? Only do a little bit at a time. Don't push it. Hey, mister. Don't push it. Yeah. Yeah. It's impossible to get a brush through him actually when I'm on the beach. Even when I'm relaxing and he's laying beside me, he's constantly on the move. Because he's a sniffer dog, really. He loves sniffing. It's his favourite pastime. But a little brush through the slicker brush will always go good because it does do some work on it. Not a great deal, but it does work. I mean, I've known people to actually use a slicker brush for the whole treatment. Slicker brush and scissors. I don't know if I'd use a full slicker brush on Adobe though. I just do his whole treatment that way. We're going to have to work on these ears at some point because there is mats there. But it's a really, really difficult place to get. And it's one of those places where you're going to have to rub in the corn flour right into this part just to dry it out because, like I say, mats are basically just damp hair. But using a slicker brush will take them out. It's when they're really deep that you start using the corn flour so that you can actually get a really good grip of the actual hair itself. And also it's less painful because the mats themselves are dried. Eh? Alright? Yeah? You do look pretty, my little pretty boy. I think you've had enough. I also go by Obi's feeling as well. I can tell when he's had enough and he just wants to sort of like get off the table, go and get his bed, or go and grab what's left of his dinner. Right, come on then. I'll take him down. Come here, Una. Now don't present your ass to him. Now Una's in heat, so she's been very now I notice that she's still gnawing away, but I find this slicker brush helps. Una doesn't mind so much grooming, but unfortunately because she's in the heat she's pestering Obi to death, so Obi always takes to the high ground. Which is a shame because he can't go to the water without her trying to hump him. But I took her on the beach today and she was like all over the place. Yeah, she's getting really dry skin here. Yeah, not nice, is it? Just gentle brushes with her. I'm not actually putting any pressure on the actual brush. I'm just letting it lay on her and letting the brush do the work itself. because I do think that these can scratch the skin. So if you're very gentle with it, it won't mark the skin, but it'll give a little bit of relief to somebody that's itchy. Because right here is where she chews herself to death. Oh, sorry, darling. Yeah, that's sweetheart. That's what happens when you chew yourself. The thing is, she'll do this till she bleeds. You know what I'm saying? There's so much crap in her skin. I can't even see it properly. I don't know, get some glasses. Yeah. Oh, poor girl. Mm. In some senses, also because she's losing her teeth, there's a lot of saliva here. A lot of saliva. I think to date I've had to clean the saliva away from her for about 7 or 8 times over the past couple of days. It's because she'll gnaw just on this little part and she'll keep gnawing on it. But since I've been doing this work, she's been doing it less. But I don't know what's happening when I'm asleep. Once I take my nighttime meds, that's it. I'm out. I won't hear anything. I won't see anything. But each morning I wake up, this area is absolutely soaking wet and it's full of saliva. As I've always said, Yuna's one of these little dogs that just doesn't like the skin that she's in. And I think it all comes back to this tail of hers. I mean, she's only got half a tail. Come on then, sweetie pie. There you go. Go and get some tea. There we go. Look. Give it a break. Obi, enough. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to have to watch these two because I don't want puppies. Not that it could do anything anyway, but I'm sure he'd have a bloody good try. Right, now so would she. She's the one that's instigating it off. So anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you all tomorrow for the cookery class, which will be at 9 o'clock. Remember, you're going to need mince, brown rice, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of parsley, a boiled egg, or an egg just to sort of mix in, a couple of spoonfuls of your olive oil, and I'll show you how we make it, but obviously it's going to have to go into the oven. So I might try and make a batch up before so that I go through the rigmarole of showing you exactly what I'm doing, then show you the finished product. So thanks for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Hope to see you then.